You're watching Star Watch Media. I'm Callie Bundy, and we're here at the 20th anniversary of the Hamptons International Film Festival. I am Callie with Star Watch Media, and I'm here with Alan Cumming. How are you doing, Alan?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Very well. Now, I understand you're here to premiere any day now?
Indeed.
Yes. Okay, talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, it's a film about a gay couple in the 70s who tried to adopt a Down syndrome child. And I play one of the gay couple with Garrett Dillahunt. And it's this really beautiful film, actually. I'm really, really proud of it. It's the sort of the little film that could, and it's really moving and funny and just really tender. And I know, and, you know, sadly, a lot of the issues that are this gay couple faces that are still issues that gay people face 35 years later. So that's one of the reasons why I was so excited to do it, because in addition to it being a really great part for me and everything, and I get to sing and do all this stuff, it's also about something I really feel strongly about. Sure, that, like you said, is still a problem. So what do you really hope the audience comes away with then? Well, I sort of think that several things, but you know, it's a very sort of big emotional roller coaster of a film. You come out of it being quite, you know, it's an intense thing. And so I sort of think it's like a group catharsis. When you see it in a room with a lot of people, everyone's kind of, oh my God, like that afterwards, which is a nice thing. I think that's what art's supposed to do, make you gasp. But also I think people hopefully will go away being reminded of how far we've come, but also how far we've got to go, and how, you know, in certain areas like adoption, the sadness of people who have love to give and care to give aren't allowed to give it, and children who are languishing in foster homes or orphanages, you know, don't get to have parents. So that's for me the biggest message of it, the saddest message. Right, and being such an intense film, how was it on set? It was intense. It's pretty intense. I mean, there was lots of lightness to it there as well. I mean, there was lots of intense scenes in it. But Isaac, who plays Isaac Leva, who plays the little boy with Down syndrome, was such an amazing sort of energy to have around, because he was so, you know, when he was happy, he would jump up and down. When he was sad, he would just weep. And everything was so kind of instant and on the surface and really, really genuinely lovely, and with no sort of malice or side to him. And his energy made it a really amazing sort of experience just to go to work every day. Sure. And probably easier, maybe helped you kind of, you know, prepare for your role? Well, yeah, I mean, he was the very first time I met him when we did rehearsals, I didn't quite know what to expect. You know, I suddenly arrived in LA, I was making this crazy film, and I was going to meet my co-star, who was 21 then, 21-year-old person with Down syndrome. I didn't know really what to expect, and I just met this absolutely lovely, gorgeous person who I instantly fell in love with, and he sang me a song on the very first day, and just like looked into my eyes and sang this entire Leona Lewis song for like 5 minutes, and just gazed at me, and I was mesmerised. And then now every time I see him at, you know, film festivals or things, he's just I just love seeing him, because there's a scene my favourite scene in the film is actually when the first time he stays the night in my house, and I have to give him breakfast, and I don't have anything kiddie to give him, and I try to make him eat some cheese and biscuits, and he laughs, and then it's a really sort of genuine moment that just really fits well for the film, that you can sort of see us fall in love with each other actually. Right, just an enlightening experience for both of you, it sounds like. Yeah, it was lovely. I mean, I think, and for Isaac, you know, this was his dream come true to act in a movie, and it's been, you know, it's such an amazing thing to happen in his life, and to be around that is you get a bit jaded. You do lots of movies, you go to film festivals, you la la la. Yeah. It's so nice to be reminded of how sort of amazing and beautiful that can be. Right. Definitely. Now I understand you're also hosting the Golden Starfish Awards here in the Hamptons? I am. I laugh every time I say Golden Starfish. I think it sounds a bit dirty. Right. But yeah, I'm doing that this afternoon. Okay. And have you hosted before? Not the Golden Starfish Awards, but I have hosted a lot of awards and things in the past. I quite enjoy it. So I'm going to, and when my film's on now, I'm going to go somewhere and write my hilarious introductions and things like that. So excuse me, but yeah, I don't know why it's called Golden Starfish. Nobody can quite tell me. Yeah, maybe obviously just the beach connection. I think so. Yeah. Although I don't know, it's something
We'll have
I
to
said the other
research.
day, it sounds a bit like an STD. Got a bit of touch of the golden starfish.
I think it kind of sounds like something that they would give out on like SpongeBob or something.
It's very SpongeBob
Yes.
SquarePants. Yes, exactly. I mean, you might get a lift on the back of a golden starfish back home.
Right. No, how do you find it different, preparing for obviously the acting versus the hosting?
Yeah, well, I think the thing about hosting is actually once you've done it a few times, it's sort of like doing stand-up comedy. You have to kind of just have the confidence to just think that, because a lot of the things you're going to say are very much things that have happened in your, maybe like this afternoon, and you have to just have the nerve to just think, I'm not going to really write things that are too prepared. It's got to be kind of the moment and sort of think on your feet.
Yeah.
So I quite enjoy that. I quite enjoy it because when you're acting, mostly it's to a script that is already predetermined. So it's a different thing. But I think in acting you've still got to be quite on your toes. So
Right.
I quite enjoy things like that, and it's also quite fun to be able to honour people that have done a great job, but also at the same time slightly mock the whole concept of the golden starfish.
The Golden Starfish. Very good. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Do you have any future projects that you're working on that we could talk about?
Well, I'm in The Good Wife on TV, so I'm always, well, not always, but I'm in that. I actually had an episode off, that's why I have a beard.
Ah.
I had missed an episode, so I decided I would not shave until I go back next week. So I do that till March, on and off, and I've got some other stuff with Any Day Now comes out on December the 14th, so I'm kind of ramping up the stuff for that. And then I'm writing a book in my copious spare time, and I've always got sort of lots of funny things. I've got a photo exhibition, my photographs in LA, things like that,
A lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, great. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck the rest of this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Cheers.
you, Alan.